What if you could have what you want to have, be who you want to be, achieve what you want to achieve, and enjoy the life that you want to live? What if you could just fulfill your dreams, your desires, and your destiny? Well, that's the promise of like the law of attraction and manifestation. And for a long time, my reaction to that was, that's BS. Like, you just think of something and it comes into your life. And there are a lot of stories that are put out that to me feel like lies where, oh, I just thought I was going to receive a big check. And so I received a big check. And admittedly, I have been a skeptic about the law of attraction and manifestation. But at the same time, I study high achievers. I study people who are able to create the life that they want to create, that are able to achieve what they want to achieve, that are able to make massive changes in the world that they want to make and impact the world in a positive way through through what they do. And it's funny because so many of them actually believe in this stuff. And even the Bible, it says, as you believe, so it shall be done unto you. As you believe, so it shall be done unto you. And there's all sorts of evidence that's piling up on the negative side of things that, it's called, I'm completely blanking on the name right now, but the idea that, okay, if you expect something, it comes to pass. And that certainly applies with negative things, and it can apply with positive things too. So if you expect a negative outcome, maybe what you do is you maneuver yourself into a situation where you get that negative outcome. If you expect a positive outcome, maybe you maneuver yourself into a situation where you get that positive outcome. And it may not be magic. It may just be that your focus changes, your attention changes, your action changes because you start from this place of belief. And so then the question becomes, well, if things can haphazardly change in the world around me because of whatever beliefs I happen to have, what would happen if I positively changed and focused my beliefs on achieving what it is that I want to achieve? And so since a lot of the people that I've studied have been copywriters and marketers, I have some natural examples from that space, including one of my biggest heroes in direct response copywriting, who is Gary Bencivenga. And this is a book that Gary actually recommends, Feeling is the Secret by Neville Goddard. And Neville Goddard was a manifestation, law of attraction guru who was very famous for an extended period of time. And what he does is he reinterprets biblical verse into law of attraction and manifestation. And one of the core things that Neville focuses on is this idea that feeling is the secret. If you are able to put yourself into an imagined situation where what you want has already come to pass and feel it as if it is already real, that is what you need to do to lay the groundwork for it to become real in external reality. That's the premise of Feeling is the Secret. That's the one big idea from this book. That if you were just going to go out and apply it right now, that's what you should do. And the story that I've actually heard from Gary about this as widely considered one of the best direct response copywriters to have ever lived was that when he would get a new project from a client, he would imagine a few different things happening in the future. One of the things that would imagine is he would imagine getting a call from the client saying, Gary, I don't know how you have done it, but what you just wrote, the copy that you just sent us, is incredible. It jumps off the page. It vibrates. It makes me feel the stir of emotions, and I just want to buy the product that I'm selling. Like, your copy does that to me. It makes me so excited about this product that I want to buy it myself. And so he would imagine this conversation with the client, and it was he's imagining this scenario where he's already written this incredible copy and the client loves it and is ready to mail it. And then he imagines another phone call with the client. And the next phone call that he imagines with the client is, "Hey, Gary, I don't know how you did it, but you beat the control. This ad, the response is just off the charts. You didn't just beat the control. You didn't just write a better ad. You wrote an ad that's just blown away the previous results that we were getting. Sales are just coming in seemingly nonstop in huge volumes. This is so successful. We're so happy, Gary. We're having a party over here. We're loving it. Thank you so much for writing another great ad for us." And so he would imagine that, and imagine how that phone call would feel. Like he imagined the first phone call. He would imagine how these felt. And then he would go on and he would imagine that day where he walks out to his mailbox and where he opens up the mailbox and where he sees the royalty check in an envelope, and the envelope is addressed to Gary or to his company. And he looks at this envelope and he says, these are the royalties I'm getting for that promotion that I just wrote that was such a big success that the client called me about it, was so happy about it, and I can't wait. And so he would imagine himself ripping open the envelope and looking at the check and seeing the amount on it and just reading it and just kind of standing there like in awe at the mailbox for the success that he was able to create by simply writing an ad, by banging away on a keyboard or writing on a piece of paper. And then he would imagine himself waving that check in his hand as he runs inside to his wife, Pauline, I just got the first royalty check for this big success that I created with the client, and I want to show it to you. And wow, can you see like how much money this advertisement is making us? And it's so great, and we should go celebrate. And then he would imagine the restaurant that he would go to celebrate. He would imagine the dinner with his wife to celebrate the success that he has just had as a result of writing this advertisement. And he would imagine this and feel it as if he was there, as if it was real. He would imagine like the sounds of the clinking silverware on plates, and he would imagine the taste of the wine in his drink, and he would imagine all the details that make this three-dimensional, that make this experience real, the five senses details that make it very easy to feel, of these different scenarios: picking up the phone, having this conversation with the client, picking up the phone, having another conversation with the client, going to the mailbox, getting the check, celebrating. And these are all scenarios that would only come true if the work that he was about to do was successful. And so he would go through these scenarios in his head, and he would imagine what those were like, and he would feel them as if they were real, following what Neville Goddard teaches in Feeling as the Secret. And then however you want to attribute this, whether that led to him just being more motivated to writing better ads, or whether that truly like created some vibration in the universe that led to him being able to write better copy, him being inspired to write better copy, him channeling better copy from whatever force, from infinite intelligence, from some superconscious mind. However you want to attribute that, Gary said that this process is what he would go through when he would write a new ad, and he widely became known as the best copywriter. Like, he could write ads that beat anybody's, and because he had set his mind on this, and he had felt it as real even before he started doing the work. And the process for that comes, at least in part, from the work of Neville Goddard, Feeling as the Secret, the book that you see on your screen. And personally, I have gone back and forth with this. I'll admit that I've felt doubt at various times about this, but recently I've been attempting to suspend the doubt and saying, I don't know how this might work for me. I don't know how, this course of visualization and imagining and feeling scenarios that would be true after I have achieved my present goal, like how that would actually turn into results in the world. But maybe I don't have to know. Maybe I just have to go through the process. Maybe I just have to feel it and then see what happens as a result of that. See how my mind is focused differently. See how I get different inspirations. See what actions I can take as a result. And from there, who knows what happens next, right? I do know that I have been, when I find myself in alignment with this with this idea, when I let myself suspend disbelief for at least the moments where I am feeling this, things do start to change in the world around me. Maybe it's because I change. Maybe it's because the world changes. I don't know, but I can tell you that it is a thought-provoking book, and it's a book that I recommend. And it's a book that is in alignment with what I have found to be believed by so many top achievers that I have studied. So I'll include a link in the description where you can get Feeling is the Secret. It's a great book. I strongly recommend the work of Neville Goddard. It has a definite Christian angle. If that's not you, I certainly understand. But maybe you can step back and look at it from he has a story that works for him as for why this works. And there are other people that come at it from different angles that have a story for why it works for them. And the consistency is that it works for them going through a similar process. And maybe we don't need to know how it works. Maybe how it works is a great mystery of life, of success, of whatever. But I can tell you that by feeling as if you have already achieved, putting yourself in this scenario of feeling as if you have already achieved a certain goal or aspiration or desire of yours is, I don't know, it's the secret. And then you get to work. You forget it and you go on with your day and you get to work. And then you start to notice how things change around you. And, at the risk of putting out something that doesn't feel like a marketing video, when most of these videos that I put out are marketing and copywriting videos, I hope that at least by referencing someone who is a highly successful copywriter as one of the stories in this video helps you understand that this can be relevant in lots of areas that you might not expect. So with that, I'm Roy Furr. This is a Video Friday issue of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets, where I talk about one big idea from a book that I found impactful for me and that other marketers have found impactful for them. Monday through Thursday, I write articles on copywriting, marketing, business building, personal success, business success, personal development, and more. So you can go to breakthroughmarketingsecrets.com. The link is in the description. If you would like to get those articles, plus on Friday, you'll get a link to these videos that I release as well. Also, I'm happy to have you subscribe on YouTube. There's a little icon in the corner of this video that way, and you can click subscribe there. You can also subscribe with the link in the description of the video. With that, I will see you again in our next video. Talk to you soon. Bye.